to you by your 7 Winnipeg and Selkirk Canadian Tire locations and the Manitoba Moose. Today's matchup features 2 teams from the 10A2 division, the Gateway Thrashers and the North Kildonan Cobras. First, let's welcome the players and coaching staff from the Gateway Thrashers. Starting in goal, number 26, Riley Bush. Number 2, Brett Way. Number 3, Evan Chandler. Number 4, Rory Didashak. Number 6, Evan Oresiak. Number 7, Stephen Manette. Number 8, Ryan Sachak. Number 9, Todd Bergen. Number 10, Taylor Allard. Number 12, Brett Janis. Number 14, Jared Kalatka. Number 18, Julian Bernas. And number 19, Aaron Kilpatrick. The Thrashers are coached by Wayne Zajac, Keith Kilpatrick, Andy McMahon, and manager Mike Allard. And now, let's welcome the players and coaching staff from the North Kildonan Cobras. Starting in goal, number 30, Bruce Ross. Number 31, Walter St. Clair. Number 2, Daniel Ipke. Number 3, Ryan Brooks. Number 5, Amanda Wilkes. Number 6, Philip Gatchick. Number 7, Kevin Carpenter. Number 9, Matthew Schneider. Number 10, Brandon McDonald. Number 11, Shay Spooner. Number 13, Justin McMahon. Number 14, Mark Peterson. Number 16, Stephen Topman. Number 23, Jordan McKay. And number 27, Trevor Lesson. The Cobras are coached by Len Patterson, Doug Willis, and John McDonald. Manager
Roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game.
Oh, the good old hockey game. This is Johnny Watton along with Jim Dickinson on the action camera, bringing you Lucky Dog Network coverage of the Manitoba Moose Canadian Tire Big Ice Challenge from the Winnipeg Arena. Today's matchup features in white the North Kildonan Cobras versus the Gateway Thrashers in the orange jerseys. We'll be back with the opening face-off and all the action here at the Winnipeg Arena right after this short break on Lucky Dog Network. Okay, we're back. Teams getting last-minute instructions from their respective benches. Coaching staff for the Gateway Thrashers, we just shot there, is Wayne Zajac, Keith Kirkpatrick, and Andy McMahon. And we're joined now in the gondola by the manager of the year, I understand, for the Gateway Community Club. And that would be the manager for the Gateway Thrashers, Mike Allard. Mike, what kind of year have the Thrashers had up to this point?
Thanks very much for those opening comments. We've had a great year, actually. Our coaching staff, when they're sober, they've done a really good job behind the bench. And we've got 2 lines that have been going nonstop since the beginning of the season. The luxury line featuring Taylor Allard and the Legion of Doom with Orishak as center. 2 really good lines. Our defense has been strong, and we have great coaching.
I understand that there's a bit of a conflict between the management of the Thrashers and the coaching staff. Coaching wanting to get up to the 6-figure salary situation, and management of Gateway unwilling to meet those offers. So there could be a little bit of off-season negotiations going on in the Thrasher organization. We're also joined by Ed Spooner, who's going to provide color for the North Kildonan Cobras, and we're underway. And we'll get to Ed Spooner's comments just during the next stoppage in play here. Puck dumped down by the Cobras into the zone. Back on it is Bergen. Bergen in his own corner throws it around the near side, trying to hit for Kirkpatrick with the pass. Kirkpatrick working along the boards, trying to get it up to Allard. He's stymied there, but Allard now will get the puck and come up over the red line, hitting or a lead pass there intended for number 8 and Zajac. Now they'll bring it in. Zajac now at the point will leave it there for the defenseman. That's directed at the net, but a piece of the puck has gotten there by the Cobras, and they'll break it up briefly, but they can't clear the zone. Into the corner now, back in the office. That's Zajac throwing it out front, but there's nobody home. Comes all the way back to the point. Chandler comes over to keep it in, but the Cobras are right there, and they'll bank it. Chandler again, stopping it at the blue line. Standler, I understand, is one of the defensive powerhouses, and he's going to have to make a play now, and he does. Comes back, gets a piece of his man, and gets the puck, carries it into the corner. But all over him is number 3, Ryan Brooks, up there in the forecheck. Cobras now trying to keep the puck in the zone, and they'll get it. Opportunity here if they can get a handle on the puck, but they can't, and the Thrashers will carry it into the corner and get it out of harm's way momentarily. Cobras throwing it out front, almost connecting with that pass, but the Thrashers now will carry it out on the near side. Didushak now showing the dipsy doodle moves that he's famous for. Gets over the red or the blue line, but he's turned back and the Cobras will come out. Didushak will touch it, and that should be on the delayed offside. Didushak will actually just count to 3, and then he'll give them a little bit of lead time, let them have the puck, and play will continue on. Far side, Thrashers trying to keep it in, but on the far side, coming away with it, big number 27, Clausen. The big K, they call him, after the big M, Mahovlich. Shot out front, opportunity, lay in there, but they just couldn't capitalize on it. Now back to the blue line, and they couldn't keep it in. Clausen gets it over to his defensive man there, and that's number 7 in Carpenter. Carpenter couldn't keep it in, but he gets his man on the defensive play there on the near side board. McDonald backhands it up along the near side. Back to the blue line, kept in there, and dumped out of harm's way on the shot there from the point from Way. Now they'll get it. The Cobras trying to get it out, can't. Wheeling and throwing it at the net, Didushak, but McDonald now will come away with it. McDonald on the near side throws a nice pass up there to Clausen. Clausen with that reach he is. Backhander, and that just goes into the trapper of your starting goaltender for the Gateway Thrashers, and that's Riley Bush getting the start today for the Gateway Thrashers. And what kind of year, Ed, have the North Kildonan Cobras had to this point?
We've had a very promising year with the team this year. Our coaching staff stays sober most of the times before the games, but afterwards we kind of celebrate. That's one thing our parents insist upon, is our coaches stay sober. But we do pay our coaches big dollars. Like these guys get like over $150,000 each, and my wife is the manager of the team, and the manager makes $250,000 a year. But she's worth every cent of it, I'll tell you. Like this is our last year wind-up, and there was some cash left over, and everybody got $6 back except for my wife. She got $3,600 back.
Again, being in the management position obviously has its advantage. Now the big K getting the backhander away. That's off a stick and goes harmlessly in behind the net. Thrashers trying to get the puck out, but the Cobras up there in the forecheck. Finally, the Thrashers come away, but right there's McKay to break it up. He'll dump it back into the zone. Delayed offside. Clausen almost broke free. Now it's on there's Impey with it. Impey over the line. Impey unleashed the shot. Oh, and that goes off a stick and just wide of the far post. Into the corner. Thrashers throw it around, trying to cycle this puck out. Alatka in the corner now. Kirkpatrick coming over to help out. Zajac coming back now. Zajac will get the puck back in the office. Zajac back in his office. I understand he has rights there. Zajac trying to work it up along the boards. He can't get very far, and they'll try to cycle it around on the near side boards. That's Brooks there. Unleashes a shot. That goes wide. In behind the net now. Up there on the pinch. Wilkes there. Can't get it out. Bichette now. Back to the blue line. And out. That's Impey up there trying to do his imitation of Pele. Kicking the puck ahead. He doesn't get very far with that now. Coming back with it. Rizak. Didashak now at the blue line. And that's going to be, no, not going to be offside. They're going to keep on letting it play. And it's going to be dumped down into the Thrasher zone. And no icing on the play. We're going to let the boys and girls play today. Now Thrashers back, trying to bank it off the boards. That good coaching and management of the Thrashers coming into play, taking the smart lane there on the boards.
You know, Kowarski's out there. He's doing another great job. Sorry he's not still in the NHL, but he's doing a wonderful job at this level.
And he never met a donut he didn't like. Exactly. Now back to the blue line, trying to keep it in is Chandler. Goes high into the air, bounces back in. Who's that? Rishat in there. Or Rishik, rather, pardon me. Trying to get the shot away. Rishik again, stopping, gets the wrist away, big save, another rebound, it's loose in front. Goes back to Rishik, another shot, and it's harmlessly off the defenseman in front and banked off, and here comes Big K. Oh, McMahon now, McMahon breaking free. McMahon loses the handle, gets a backhander, that's on the back mesh. Dumped off there by the defenseman, and that's Bernas now. Bernas calmly carrying the puck. He'll hold it. He's holding it. He's still holding it. He throws it cross ice right onto the tape of Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick shoots. Oh, and what a save there by the Frostman. Cool under pressure. Oh, cool.
The Iceman is always cool under pressure, that Frost guy.
Big scramble in front. Where's the puck? Oh, the pandemonium is about to break out here in the Winnipeg Arena as this capacity crowd is joining this fast-paced action. My colormen are just breaking up here.
The Thrashers are really taking it to them right now. They're playing really well. The luxury line's out there. That's the #1 line in the A2 hockey right now.
And the luxury line, I understand, put their parents up in luxury boxes today to enjoy this action. Puck thrown down into the zone. And Bush will just leave it there, let go harmlessly. Back to the point now. Wilkes will keep it in. Stellar play by Wilkes at the point. Back for McMahon in behind the net. Throw it out front, nobody on, back to the point. Shot by McDonald. Shot! Together again. Goal! Cobras on the board first at 12:30 remaining in the first period. And Ed, who was that one that got the goal?
That was right winger Justin McMahon, number 13, and he picked up that rebound off of a shot by number 10, Brandon McDonald. Very well played there.
The two big Macs with a Mac attack out there, McDonald and McMahon, capitalizing on their opportunity on that deflected puck, and they put it home to open up the scoring here. Dump back in. Bush will throw it in behind the net now. Schneider in behind the net, tries to throw it out front, intercepted by the Thrashers, and they'll come out en masse over the near side, almost breaking free, but going right back into the zone. Clausen now, the big K, onto the puck first. He's got a man out front. throws it off the paddle of the goaltender Bush, and it goes over back to the point now. They'll keep it in. Shot in by Wilkes again. Back in behind the net, coming over is Schneider. Schneider tries to throw it back to the defenseman McKay, but it's intercepted. Kirkpatrick now coming down the near side, dances in a blue line, looking like his dad at a social. Carries it in, now back in behind the net. Wilkes will throw it around for the foreigner, back in his own zone, throws it around the boards and out. Delayed offside now, so the Thrashers have a bit of time to get it out. At center ice with it, Kirkpatrick trying to get his mojo working. Gets a return pass off his stick and goes into the zone. Back for it now. And banked up by McKay and out of the zone, and that could be a two-line. McMahon now breaking free. Oh, McMahon! Strike one, fans on it. Now banked out to the boards. Peterson will keep it in. Thrown out front. Oh, deflected just at the last second. Otherwise, McMahon would have another opportunity. Back to the blue line, kept in there by number 10, McDonald. Down McMahon, working in, trying to throw it out front to his teammate. And number 10, McDonald left alone all in front there. McDonald tries the backhander. Spooner, pardon me. Spooner. How could I get that wrong? Sorry, Ed. Spooner with a big offensive thrust out there. I haven't seen hockey like that since back in '76. Now, Cobras working. Oh, another shot, and that just goes wide off the stick of McMahon. Back at the blue line, McDonald pinching in, throwing it in front. McMahon spinning around, throwing it out front for Spooner, but Spooner leveled there. Verness now coming up. Nice move here. Out to the outside, breaking in, got a bit of room. Verness working, going for the 5-hole, but Frosty closed that door and said not this time, and makes a save with just under 4 minutes remaining in the first period.
Julian Burness, another patented end-to-end rush. You know, he reminds me a lot of Bobby Orr. He's just playing great hockey right now, and he's been a big addition to the Gateway Thrashers this year.
I understand he came in from the East Coast League in a trade for a '76 Volkswagen Westphalia van and a year's supplies to Sports Illustrated. But I understand they're going to use that van at the end of the year for a fundraiser. Now carrying the puck in, Kirkpatrick, shot right on. Frost makes the initial save, and then he'll cover up on the play and get a stoppage. So the face-off should be coming to his left. Referee today is Brett Zajac, and I understand there's a little bit of money exchanged. Zajac had a little bit of money prior to the game.
I obviously thought that was what was going on there, because he had me fooled there. That Zajac kid is from Gateway, and I know we had our Russian refs, so obviously they pulled our guy off in the hallway somewhere and planted their own man here. I'm really upset. If something goes wrong in this game, there'll inquiries into this.
Okay, we'll be sending the tape to Winnipeg Minor head office. Just to I know it's an exhibition, but there's bragging rights on the line here, and you know, Cobra is obviously a little upset with what's transpired up to this point. Now down into the zone, Schneider on it first. He's got the big K with him. Schneider wheels, fires it. That's off the side of that. Big K coming out of the corner. Shoot, score! Goal! Big K! Another K attack there. Trevor Clausen with his first goal of the game, or is that the second goal of the game?
That's his first goal of the game. Randy McMahon, or Justin McMahon got the first goal of the game.
Okay, McMahon with the first goal. Okay, we're having to go to our statistician, Ed Spooner. Ed Spooner doubling here as our official statistician. I understand he works for Price Waterhouse in the offseason. Now, Cobra is trying to come back into the zone. Wilkes up there in the forward line. Ooh. Brooks the shot. Big save! As Bush had to be alert on that play as time runs down here in the first period. So, Mike, who do you pick what skaters out here you think are going to tie this game up for the Thrashers?
Well, I look for the Legion of Doom line to come out there and play big. They're a big cycling team, and I think they're going to come out and do it this time. And Rory Diddy's had a good year. He's been our key guy in a lot of situations. I look for him to score.
Back to the blue line, dumped in, delayed offside. Ed Spooner calling for a penalty there as the Cobras almost had a 3-on-0. Bergen coming out, trip. It's an even up call, I think, as Zajac will leave his whistle in his pocket from big collision at center ice. Spooner down again. Another trip on Spooner. I guess we'll have to make another complaint to the head office. Now down into the zone, coming over. McDonald getting some help on the far side to get it out. Now Cobra's trying to come away with it on the near side. That's Spooner dancing across center ice. Now he'll go over for a well-deserved rest. Impey with a shot. That just goes wide. Brooks up there in the forecheck too. Janice now in the corner. Janice looking to wind it up. Avoids one check. Cross ice pass. Thrashers moving it around nicely now. Didushak now. Didushak over the line. Didushak working in. McDonald trying to come over and get a piece of him. McDonald with Brooks now. McBrooks coming over. Didushak not easy to take off the puck. Didushak give him a little extra hook. Little more howdy-doody there. Now Bernas now will keep it in briefly over the blue line. He's got to wait for his forwards to come to clear the zone on the offside. Didushak will come out now. And on the far side, Karishik. And that's going to do it for the first period. 2-1, North Kildonan up on top. We're going to take a short break and we're back with all the action as the second period will get underway here at the Winnipeg Arena. Okay, we'll take a shot now of the north end zone here as we see the new goaltender coming down. And that's going to be Walter Sinclair getting the start here for the second half. And Walter and Bruce shared net-mending duties here.
Yeah, Walter and Bruce split all Walter and Bruce split all the net-minding duties, and you'll find that you could flip a coin and toss a coin, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart if you didn't know different color helmets.
And I understand that's how they established who was going to play first. They flipped the coin today. And Frost won, so he got the first half. Big collision here just inside the line. A little extracurricular activity. I think a little trash talking going on in there. Did they learn that from the management of the Thrashers, Mike?
Well, yeah, that's Sajak. His son's out there, and he's the biggest trash talker in the league. He plays a real rough. Watch him. He's going after that guy down. He's a real rough, tough customer. He does a wonderful job. That Wade kid, he's pretty rough too.
Back to the blue line, kept in there by the Cobras. Out front, loose there. They score one. Score! Score! Who scored that, Ed?
Let me see now. Oh, that was number 11, Shea Spooner. Oh, I know that.
Gonna go to that backhander. Oh, he leaves it there, and he can't pull the trigger. McMahon now carries it to the, or Carpenter rather, carries it to the blue line. These guys all got a bunch of them got red and white socks, one red, one white, confusing the play-by-play guy up. Karisiak now. Karisiak, he's got a man in Didushak with him. Bowling up in the play is Monet. Out front, Didushak looking for a second goal, but he couldn't get that one. And now, flying onto the zone, McDonald. Look at that young man dance over the blue line. Shoots! Just wrists that one wide. On it quickly, Impey. Being a little skimpy. Throws it across for Brooks. But Brooks couldn't get to it. Didushak to the blue line, kept in there. Shot, that just goes wide. McKay, good play at the blue line to keep it in. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes unleashes the shot. Off a skate, coming in. Shoots, save, McMahon. Right there, coming in for the blue line on the line change. Now Didushak gets to the blue line. Can't get it out though. Deflected in front, and Bush will go down and make the save. Oh, and a little Spooner again down in his can. What's going on out there? Scooter spends as much time on the ice as he sitting on the ice as he does skating on the ice. I guess he picks that up from his dad.
Gateway's put Steve Manette on Spooner, try to keep him off the score sheet, and it seems to be working.
Spooner with another backhander over the near side. Zajac slaps at it, rifled around the boards by Wilkes, or up to Wilkes rather. Wilkes will keep it in, thrown off the back of the net out front.